Hey YouTube, and welcome to my channel. I am Valentine Soleil, where I am living for God and loving every step, period. This is my first YouTube video for my channel. You guys will be hearing my testimony. I tried to do like a little FaceTime, get ready with me, or story time while I do my hair type like vibe. So I hope y'all enjoy. As I said, this is my first YouTube video, therefore it's my first story time. So I just really hope that y'all are able to follow along and like understand the story and understand what I'm trying to, the point that I'm trying to get across. So if y'all have any questions, just definitely leave them in the comments down below. I hope you love this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, because if y'all do have any questions, I'll try to do a Q&A like sometime soon, so that y'all are able to get a little bit more information about me personally, about anything, any advice that I may have went through that I may be able to give y'all. And yeah, so we're just gonna get right into the video. I hope y'all enjoy, and yeah.
Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find her image with the rest. She'll be learning how to breathe, spinning through identity, reveal another pretty little scheme. Save her mind.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I am Valentine Soleil. As you can see from this title, I will be doing a testimony video. I'm gonna be telling you guys my testimony while doing my hair. Let's make it like a FaceTime vlog type deal, type like vibe. So it's gonna be like we're on FaceTime and I'm just giving you a story time, really. So story time, my testimony, answer the phone call. I'll start out by saying that my hair's a mess, okay? Yeah. Anyway, so I'm just gonna tell y'all what I'm doing to my hair first, and then we're gonna get into the story, right? Okay. I'm nervous. But sorry. But yeah, we're gonna get into the hair. So what I want to do with my hair is, my hair was kind of like in a no part, kind of side part type like vibe. You see that little, you see how it's talking to you? And I just wanted to change the part for my graduation is this week, and so I'm doing this for my graduation, and I just wanted to change the part to a middle part. And so I already kind of parted it. We're gonna re-glue it and then fix the part, and then we're gonna come out looking like a baddie, because I'm no professional, but I gets it done. Okay, I gets it done. One thing about it, I gets it done. You hear me? Yeah. Now we're just gonna go ahead and get into the story time. Period. So like I said, this is going to be just a story time with my testimony. I am a Christian woman. I'm 22 years old, and I just recently got, like started taking my walk with God seriously. I'm not gonna lie, like that's kind of hard to do being in college, because there's like temptation everywhere, y'all, like everywhere. And don't say nothing about the lace. No, I'm not gonna clean it. My graduation is on Saturday, and I'm taking it off on Sunday. After we do the Mother's Day festivities, it's over for you. So anyway, I am a Christian, and I recently been able to get closer to God, figuring out who he is, figuring out our relationship, just all the good things like that. I just wanted to share my journey with y'all, and I wanted this to be my first video, because I want y'all to know that this channel will be a Christian, godly, holy channel. Okay, let me just start from the beginning, I guess. I am a 22-year-old Black woman. I'm from Columbus, Georgia. And the way I grew up was in a single parent household. And I really wasn't, like, church really wasn't a requirement in my house. So I didn't really grow up going to church. Like, we would go to church on like Christmas or Easter, or holidays, basically. I do remember one church service that I really enjoyed, and it was during it was like a revival service for New Year's. That was really, I really liked that, and I had always wanted to go to another one. But like I said, we weren't really a church going family, so we didn't really go that often. So being that church really wasn't in my, like I wasn't used to going to church all the time, I brought that along to college. Like I was not going to church. And you know, I'm really not even sure. Like, you know, God works in mysterious ways. And I really don't even remember like what was like, hey, we're gonna go, like, hey, you're gonna go to church today. I honestly don't remember what, like, how that went, like where that came from. I just know that I went to church one day, and mind you, this is junior year of college, so this is last year. This is 2024. Wait, no, August of 2023. Sorry, this is August of 2023, and I go to church. I start going to this church. It's called Reckless Love Worship Center International. Shout out to my Reckless family. Do you hear me? I was going to church, and well, it started off with a few services, and I also feel like this was, you know, probably a tactic of the devil, because there was a time where I said, like, after a few services that I went to, there was a time that I was like, I don't really like church services. I would rather go to like Bible study. I feel like that's more intimate. I feel like that's more I would rather go to Bible study because I feel like that's more intimate. It's not all that hooping and hollering. Like, you could tell I really didn't understand like the value of worship. And now I do, honey. I love worship. Like I be wanting a church that has great worship as well as a great word. Like, I want to feel the spirit of the living God in the service. Do you hear me? That's just how it was. I was like, you know, I don't really want to go to a church service. I would rather just go to their Bible study. I went to the Bible study like 3 times, and that was really good for me. And then it was one service that I ended up going to, and by the end of it, I went to altar call. And so the way that my church does altar call is and I'm sure a lot of churches do this, but the way that my church does altar call, they have designated people to pray at the altar. You just come up, you get in a line, and they pray for you, right? They're like leaders in the church, they're members of the church. One day I went up to the altar, and my good sis Jordan, now mind you, I had no idea who she was at this time. I just knew her name was Jordan. My good sis Jordan prayed for me, and it was just such a really good prayer. And then she had me say the salvation prayer. And so once I said the salvation prayer, like, it was on and popping, you know, like, and mind you, this was in like I said, like September of 2023, just like September 2023. And so, and honestly, y'all, it's just getting started. So I know that it's kind of, it may be it may feel like all over the place, or it may feel like very slow right now, but don't worry, boo, because it's gonna speed on up. So I ended up getting saved that day. My pastor, she was saying that, hey, y'all, those who just got saved, y'all come take the class, the membership class, and, you know, get baptized. So boom, literally, y'all. So let me just give a little background of all the stuff that I had going on. I was very of the world. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Like, and I feel like part of this is gonna help people know, like, it's possible. Seriously, like. So I was very of the world. I was fornicating. I was like every day. I would get drunk at the parties. I was very like flirtatious with men. The general stuff that you see done in college, besides like all the big grandiose and like crazy things, I was doing it. That's what I was doing. I was doing it for 3 years. Up until I finally, you know, started, you know, taking this walk serious. So after I got saved, maybe like 2 weeks, I know that we ended up getting baptized in like early October, or like, no, we got baptized October 23rd. I remember because I put it in my calendar. But before that, I was still going to parties. Like, even after I got saved, I was still going to parties. Wasn't feeling any conviction, mind you, but I was still going to parties. I wasn't fornicating, because I wasn't really fornicating unless like I was personally dealing with somebody. Like, I wasn't just going around willy-nilly, y'all. Let me make that clear. I wasn't just going around willy-nilly. Like, the only time I would do it is if I was dealing with somebody for a minute. And pay attention to how I said dealing with, and they're not my boyfriend. Like, when I think about it, it's like, wow, that's crazy. Like, you was really, and I was really just like before I even woke up, I was literally just thinking about that. I was like, wow, I really used to be giving my body to these men who weren't my boyfriend, who could care less about me, if we're being real. And just, yeah, like, it was just a revelation, y'all. So after I got saved, there is something that people say that as soon as you get saved, you go into that wilderness. And that's why, like, as soon as you get saved, as soon as you do something for God, the devil starts working 10 times harder. I kid y'all not. And the devil will bring whatever you like, whatever you want, whatever you long for. The devil will bring it in the prettiest bow, dress it up so nice, and tear you up because he want to destroy you. And let me tell y'all my situation on that. I was at a party one weekend on campus, and at this party, I met a boy. Well, actually, I didn't even meet him, actually. I saw this boy at a party. I'm just gonna give y'all the lore. I saw this boy at a party. I felt him looking at me, and I had looked around, saw his eyes, because it's dark, y'all. Saw his eyes, and then looked again, and so now I'm just staring. And so we were just staring at each other. The next day, I kid y'all not, I got a notification that someone had followed me, and I just knew it was the guy. It was the guy. He DM'd me or whatever, and so that was like September. That was in September. I can't tell you the date, but that was in September. Ever since he had DM'd me, we have been communicating ever since that day. And then like within a week, now mind you, y'all, I was like, people, okay, so we don't call it this because we're older, so it's like, you know, like we're grown, so like we can do things like this, but I'm gonna call it fast. Like, I was fast, y'all. Within a week, or like within a week and a half, he had came over to my crib, and like we was chilling, we was talking, we was vibing, we was getting to know each other. And then I ended up letting him stay the night. Okay, cool, that's besides the point. Now, that was just the Lord on how we met or whatever. So like ever since then, like we were linking, like we were hanging out. I was going to his house, he was coming to mine. Around Halloween, things started getting a little rocky. Mind you, we met in September, so this is a month later where I start seeing the red flags. I'm not really gonna go too much into detail on like our situation, because at the end of the day, like I don't want to make it seem like I'm dogging him out or anything. Like, we've already made up. I've already figured, like, wait, hold on. Hold on, let me reword that. Like, I've already forgiven him. Like, I've told him, like, I don't have any problems. Like, I pray for him. All of the things, and that just goes to show you how good God works. But yeah, like we're cool. Speaking when we see each other, like we're cool. I've forgiven him, all that. And so then I ended up getting baptized, and like he knew me through all that, right? So he's around me after I got baptized. We're fornicating, we're smoking, we're drinking. We're, you know, we're doing all that. Just a very worldly situationship, if you will. Like I said, the red flags were always there. Like, there were plenty of red flags by this point, but I don't even know if it was that I was ignoring them, but I just think that I didn't have enough wisdom to see them as red flags. This relationship or this situationship was a part of my wilderness. The type of things that I was seeking validation from others. I was seeking, like I said, I'm a lover girl. I didn't have the proper representation of love when I was growing up. I had a lack of self-worth, clearly, because I'm staying while the man is clearly treating me like trash. It's funny now, but like I was heartbroken in the moment. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to tell y'all a few ways that like I was being spiritually attacked. Like the whole situationship, I was literally in spiritual warfare. Like, I kid y'all not. It was just a very manipulative situation, and like his actions weren't matching up with what he was saying to me. You know how people say the actions have to match the words? The actions were not matching the words, and I was like I said, I was going through spiritual warfare, and I was being manipulated to believe that I was being paranoid. So like even anytime I had a negative thought about us, it would be replaced with like, oh, but he said this, oh, but he said this. And just a revelation that literally just came to my mind: don't worry about what no man, no woman, or anything is telling you. Judge by that fruit. Judge by that fruit. The only word that you should be taking is God's. And it's like, I know that now. But I was so like, I had, like I said, a lack of self-worth. I was so like, desperate for love and like attention, and for a man to like want me, that I was dealing with stuff that nobody should ever be dealing with. Like, it's okay, because I know better now. I know better now. Okay. So by the end of our situation, I had found out that he had a whole other situation, basically copy paste of what we had going on. Now, mind y'all, throughout this entire process, I'm praying. I'm praying, and I'm also getting sick. Pay attention to your body when you're doing certain things, and also pay attention to what's going on around you or what's going on in that situation, because God, if it's not meant to be, if it's not a part of God's will, everything will be against it. God will make it very hard for that to prosper. I was sick. Like, I was physically sick all the time. And not even just to say it's because I was with him, like even like starting freshman year, every semester I was sick, very sick, like have to stay out of school sick around finals time every semester. Fall finals, spring finals, I'm out. And it's crazy because it all makes sense now. But ever since I've been walking with God, has not happened. This whole year, I have not been like sick to where I had to stay out of school. So yeah, I used to have really bad anxiety, and so I would be up in the middle of the night. Like, I had no peace, y'all. In this situation, I had no peace. I would feel in my intuition and in my spirit that I was being played with. But as I said, like, my mind was so manipulated. I was so like brainwashed that I would just think like, no, like he loves you. Like, he said you're the one, like, you know, stuff like that. The situation, the way that it ended, like, it basically threatened my standing at the university. But it was off of, it was off of actions that I did. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I crashed out. Okay, I crashed out. That's not in my character at all. I had never done anything like that, and that's when I knew. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no. This gotta go. After that, I just started being more to myself, I would say. I was I wouldn't say that I was like I was depressed or anything. I was just sad about the situation. I had to grieve him. Like, I really had to grieve him. I had to grieve the situation. And so there was like, literally, that happened maybe a few months before the end of the school year. And so that summer I had an internship, by the grace of God. I had an internship, and it was it wasn't even in the South. I ended up blocking him. I blocked him on like social media. I blocked his Cash App. Like, I blocked, like, blocked his number, of course. Like, I blocked him. And so I just cut ties with him. And the whole summer, I was getting into my Bible bag. I was getting into my Jesus bag. Like, God was really active. Well, I mean, he's always active, but like, I feel like I really felt the presence of God throughout the whole summer, because, like, I don't know, y'all. My prayer life was lighting up. I was on prayer call for like my church, because we have prayer call every week. I had got the book that goes viral on TikTok, the Good and Beautiful Bible Study. I had got that, and so I was doing that every day. One thing that I do want y'all to take away from this is that it's all a work in progress, literally, y'all. Like, it's all a work in progress. Like, it is a process. I really didn't like reading my Bible. It was boring to me. I didn't understand it. The summer, I spent all that time to heal, to get closer to God, but also spending time. And I was really still in the world. Like, I started feeling convicted about getting drunk. I started feeling convicted about smoking, and all those things. And eventually, like, it just started to dwindle down. I just want to give an example of like how God had worked in my life, and like the changes that he had made for me, in me. So during homecoming, the dude had like came up to me and was trying to talk, like, he was trying to talk to me, like talk things out or whatever, just apologize. But he was also still trying to plead his case and like try to get back with me and telling me how much he misses me and how this and how that and da. I'm gonna tell y'all how the spirit works. So all that time I had been praying for healing, I had been praying for wisdom and discernment, I had been praying for peace. And in that moment where I was basically being tested again, because I could have easily been like, okay, yeah, like, you say you changed, like, let's do it. Like, you feel me? Like, I miss you, like, let's do it. Let's be together. Like, let's try again. But the thing that I said to him, and I feel like this is what stuck out to me the most, something that I said to him was, I don't know, I need to pray about it. I need to think about it, because I need to make sure that the devil is not using you again. That's what I told him. And I just feel like that was such a great moment, like, in a situation, like, healing from it. I stood my ground, and God was with me the whole time. And I just really, I was proud of myself. And so then moving on to December, I basically made a public declaration, basically declaring my walk with Christ. Like, I'm going to be following Jesus. Like, y'all are not about to be seeing me doing the same things I used to be doing. I'm not having sex, I'm not smoking, I'm not drinking, like, none of that. Something that I can say is that I've been allowing God to use me more and more. I was nervous about, like, oh, what are people gonna think, or like, how are people gonna react, and like things like that. And that's something that I'm stopping. And that is part of the reason why I'm starting this channel now, because I don't want to live by what other people are going to think, or like, how are people going to react, or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing this for one person and one person only. Do you hear me? Like, I'm doing this for one person and one person only. Now, I've been celibate for a year and a month. So proud of myself. I've been sober for 6 months. Now, the things that I'm working on are discipline and obedience. We're gonna get more into that as I go on this channel. The main message of this video, I just wanted y'all to know that you can literally do it. If you feel God pulling on you, and if you feel convicted, literally follow that conviction. God is talking to you. He's calling you. He wants you. He loves you. It's possible no matter the situation that you're in. It's possible no matter your surroundings, what's going on around you. Now, I don't go to parties anymore. Now, I don't get drunk. Now, I'm not fornicating. I'm waiting for marriage, and I'm waiting for God to send me my husband. Hello, do you hear me? I just wanted to tell y'all this story. If y'all have any questions, y'all can like comment them. Y'all can DM me on Instagram, anything. And yeah, this is not the final product, but this is like basically the end of the video. I just wanted to let y'all know that it's possible, and anybody can do it. Like, take it from a girl who never grew up in church, who was fornicating, who was smoking and drinking. Like, just take it from me. The devil be working, but God works harder. So don't ever think that you can't. Don't ever listen to the lies of the enemy thinking that you can't do it, or you're too young and you just need to have fun and da 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 da. You can still have fun and follow Jesus, okay? This is throwing me off. So yeah, that's where I am now, and now all of y'all can be on this journey with me. I thank y'all so much for watching. I have so much in store for this channel, and I know God will carry me through it all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one. Please subscribe, and always remember to walk in light and live in his love. Love y'all. Bye.
Forgiving all your old ways, but it's harder on the cold days.